How's it going? Welcome back to Skid Marks International. Only here on Auto Extreme. With me right now is Ray Durham of Jeep. How you doing, sir?
Thank you. Pretty good.
And we had a fantastic event today. I tell you, it's
beautiful.
One for the books.
Yes, very, very beautiful.
Great. Now, what I'd like to ask you is, what are the improvements on the 2012 Jeep Wrangler over the predecessor?
Well, the first thing we've done is we've added our 3.6 liter Pentastar V6 engine. It's an all aluminum, today's state-of-the-art engine, and also coupled to that is our A580 5-speed fully automatic transmission, and as well as fully electronic.
Fantastic. You know what, we put that to the test most definitely at the Rubicon Trail, and I tell you, it certainly excelled with flying colors. So what are these actual changes that have happened on the engine? I know it's an all-new engine.
Well, the first thing is, one, it's an all-aluminum engine, so therefore we picked up about 33 pounds of weight reduction within the powertrain itself.
That's fantastic.
The second thing is, with the variable valve timing and with all the latest technologies that we have in our power plants, we're able to improve our horsepower by 40% over the predecessor in 2011. We've also been able to increase our torque by 10%, so that boasts us up to 285 horsepower and 260 foot-pounds of torque. A lot of that is what you felt today.
That's more than ample. In fact, we were really taking care of not, just feathering the accelerator, because so much power is under the hood, and it could definitely power you through all those major obstacles that we thought were impossible to go through. It's such a marvel that despite a smaller displacement this time, there's a 40% jump in power. So, that's really significant. How is that done?
Well, a lot of it's done by the technology that we bring to our powertrains these days. Again, variable valve timing is one of them. Our ability we also have increased our flow through the engine with our manifolds and also with equal length exhaust. So we've brought this powertrain up to a level today to meet our today's standards of our high-tech engines.
That's all right. Hey, you know what? One of the things I also noticed is that there are a lot of serious off-roaders that we ran across in the same trail, and these are like modified to the hilt. And here we are with off-the-shelf Jeep Wranglers just powering through the same route they are, and they're wondering how we're doing it.
A lot of the other vehicles that you saw out there, as you noticed, they had exoskeleton frames around them.
Right.
They were highly modified, big tires, a lot of ground clearance, and we kept up with them on the trail with our stock Jeep product, which is fantastic, and it's great for us. We feel that pride every time we're riding and we're in a stock vehicle and people are asking, how did you get up here? And I think it speaks for itself.
I'm actually asking myself that same question. How did I get up there?
There is a lot of technology tied into the Wrangler Rubicon. We have our stay bar disconnects, so that gives you full articulation. We also have front and rear lockers. So most of the time we ran the trail today, when I'm out there, I like to play, so I try to run it with just rear lockers only. There were a couple times where we also ran front lockers. But the best part of all this is all that comes in a stock Rubicon. So you have all of the goodies tied into that package, and it lets you leave the dealership and go right to the trail and do exactly what we experienced today.
That is just awesome. And I can tell you that the Jeep itself just spoke for itself.
Oh,
I don't need to
go
through the entire specification sheet and all that. The action. So thank you very much. It's been an awesome adventure.
I'm
hoping to do that again sometime in my life.
And you did a great job today, by the way, also.
Fantastic spotters and all that. You were all great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What an awesome Jeep.
This is Tony Crawford.
How you doing?
Of caradvice.com.au. All right.
Sydney, Australia.
Yeah, Sydney, Australia. Awesome. And well, you took a good part of this drive as well, and I just had the pleasure of taking the wheel this time. But I think the terrain has gotten a little bit more complicated and more difficult.
Yeah, definitely.
How did you find the drive?
Yeah, it's well, you know what? This is hardcore, but these vehicles, you know, they're straight out of the showroom and they can drive over rocks that are 6 foot tall.
That's amazing.
And that's one day, and the next day you can go to the beach or go to the hairdresser in the same car without touching it.
I know. Yeah, and you know, we go through terrain that you wouldn't even imagine going through. And you wouldn't think the Rubicon would actually pull through.
Well, you wouldn't even think you could walk through half of this stuff, let alone drive through.
Yeah, I've been running after you guys with the cameras and all that, and I tell you, walking 2 feet drive,
yeah,
it doesn't work pretty well.
Absolutely.
Nothing near what the Rubicon can do. So they tell me that it's got a 40% boost on power based on its, compared to its predecessor.
Yeah, that's right. Based on, so 3.6 is actually more powerful than the 3.8 was previously. Yeah, I think it's to do with different exhaust system, manifold, more efficient, and there's a couple of other technical things which I would have to read up on. But
it's amazing what little details they've actually changed to accommodate, like for example, deeper submersion in water.
Yeah, 30 inches.
They turned the alternator around.
That's right.
The way.
Put it on there. Put it on the back of the engine higher to basically get it out of any water depth.
But this is like, you could go through the city with this every day, and
this is a daily driver for a lot of people.
Very comfortable.
Yeah, it is comfortable. We talked about the ride on the way here, how compliant it was, in comparison to its competition.
Right. And it's in direct contrast with what we're going through right now. It's just extreme outdoor, and we've got some luxurious appointment going on in here. With full leather appointment.
I think the good thing about this car too, when you have it in first and low, 4-wheel drive low, it actually just is like it's like all terrain in the Range Rover, where you can just let your foot off the accelerator and let it actually just crawl down itself.
Right.
That's kind of an easy way of getting down some steep slopes without sort of having to modulate the brake. Because it's such a low ratio that it'll crawl for you and keep you from sort of running out. Yeah, it's very low speed.
And it's a smart gearbox. To think
it's a 5-speed though. The automatics, you would think that they would go to a 6-speed by now. I mean, 5-speed is quite. Well, let's say that most people are using 6 and 8 now. But Jeep is working on an 8-speed gearbox, so I'm pretty sure an 8-speed you'll see on the Grand Cherokee next year on the next facelift. And I think after that, this thing might get it, the 4-door Unlimited. That's what
next year.
Yeah, maybe the end of next year.
Wow, that'd be interesting.